December the 11th, 2023. Getting close to the fateful day. Santa Claus is soon coming. Hope everyone got their shopping done, or almost done. I attempted to get a little bit done a few days ago, and there was the crowds in the stores were unreal. So we got in and out safe and sound and managed to get a couple of little things. And we haven't got much snow here in central Newfoundland. It's actually 10 degrees out today. So the snow is melting and it's heavy wind. So you know what that means. We're here in the garage for part 6 of our 1982 Honda ATC 200. The veteran project. So I never done a video in a while. I was out here yesterday and the day before. Got the engine all reassembled. As you seen on the last video, one of the last videos, we did get it running, and it did sound pretty good, amazingly. Before the teardown, that is. We had a bent valve. Now, I don't think the rings were that bad, to tell you the truth. Now I didn't do a compression test as of yet, because that engine has to come back out, and I'll show you why in a second. So anyway, we put all new gaskets, new rings, all new stem seals. This big chunk took out of a exhaust valve there. And how amazing are them engines that they made back in the day, 40 years ago. That thing was still running and drivable. So I went an extra step here. I replaced all of the O-rings for the valve adjustment covers and the oil drain, and trimmed a bit of gasket paper around the CDI and stuff. So yeah, got it all cleaned up, back in the frame. Done a bit of work with the starting cup. I think I'm going to take it off, and I got some silver there, pretty close to the same color I think I used in the past for them for the wheels. So, like I say, I said I wasn't going to go this far into it, but you know, a project is a project. So them wheels got to come off anyway and clean them up, because the front one got to get done, because someone decided to spray bomb the front one black. So I did get most of it off. So the front rack got to come off. I'm going to do the racks. I said I wasn't, but just as well now, because it's going to look pretty odd. So anyway, yesterday's project was the exhaust, which is probably the most undesirable project of them all, when you got to try to route the exhaust system in through the center of the frame. Because as you know, the 200Ms and the 200 ESs, the big grids and stuff, had the exhaust mounted on the side of the frame here rather than going through the center of the frame. Now, I don't know if that's easier to do. I've done a few in the past. There seems to be a bend that comes in here around the frame on the other models, but this one's going to come right out through the center. So I got it all on there probably about 6 or 7 times, mounted and took off and bent and cutting and bent the pipe and patched the pipe. And one thing I was missing was a good bracket. I needed a bracket that goes on inside here, because a lot of strain on that exhaust. So managed to get all that done. This exhaust is off 2006, I think, or 2003 CRF 230 on the dirt bike. So I made a cut in the exhaust here, straightened the pipe, put the correct bend. Now it's not factory job by no means, just a patch job. Got a new gasket in there, sleeve. And I just done it over with high heat yesterday, high heat paint. And this is the bracket of question that I had to go on to make it suitable for the mount on the frame. So, got the header all done. It's all uniform black. And I found an old clamp here in the box that I had. It's not the best, but a couple new bolts should do the trick. So yeah, the first order of business now is to remove that engine. It's only just pretty much lodged in place there, just enough to get the measurements for the exhaust. So just popped a couple bolts out and the head bolt. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that now. So I can slide my exhaust in through here because the bracket, it won't go in through the back because of the bracket I got mounted. So I could have welded it all one piece, but then it would be difficult for the next guy or the next time. Or if something happens to the engine, you know what, I got to take it out again. You don't want to cut your pipe. So a little bit more tinkering and the extra hours work, it's going to be as close to factory look as it can be. The tank arrived. I haven't got the nerve yet, never opened the box because I don't know what kind of shape it's in, but I'm waiting for the tank liner. So when I get the tank liner kit, I'll get the tank took out and do a leak test. No doubt do some patch jobs before I install the liner. So that's probably going to be a 3 or 4 or 5 day process, time it soaks and removes all the impurities inside the tank, stuff like that. So realistically, when I get the exhaust on, engine reinstalled, carburetor could be running, but I don't have the correct amount of oil, so I'm just probably gonna wait. Go to Honda and get the correct oil, because I did have a few videos back there. I had a 400 Honda 4-tracks, and clutch was slipping, and I had to tear it all down. I had trouble with the gear shifter too, but that was unrelated. But anyway, it was wrong oil, ended up to be wrong oil, and it did create a slip. You can't use conventional oil, it got to be for wet clutch. So anyway, there she is so far. I'm going to try to get some color match now too. Just to go over here, I'll tape this all off. And like I say, we haven't got a lot of access to any of the equipment and commercial powder coat, none of that. So it's just going to be a budget build. So we're going to come in with the budget later on. On the first video or second video, I was mentioned that I had a $1,000 budget on this, but we're gone way over that, so probably more than what the bike is worth. But for sentimental issues, values, it shouldn't be too bad. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll give you a video next when I get the exhaust installed and the engine installed, and hopefully all the mounts are measured and welded correctly. No doubt there's going to have to be a little bit of tinkering to get everything there in line so it don't leak. So hopefully it won't. But yeah, thanks for watching. Over and out.